Before the first empire rose, before philosophy found language, before history began recording memory, there was a civilization that believed reality could be shaped from within. Across the sacred landscape of ancient Egypt, priests guarded a knowledge not written for the masses, a knowledge of consciousness as creative force. Modern culture calls it manifestation. New Age teachings call it the law of attraction. But in Egypt, it was known as Heka, the living power of thought, word, and intention aligned with cosmic order. Heka was not superstition. It was a principle of existence itself. To the Egyptian mind, thought was not passive. It was generative. To think was to begin creation. This is not a story about belief. It is a story about alignment with reality's hidden architecture. Today, we enter the temple of consciousness. To understand manifestation in Egypt, one must first understand Mat. Mat was not merely a goddess. She was the structure of harmony underlying existence. Truth, balance, reciprocity, order. The Egyptians believed the universe functions like a perfectly tuned instrument. When consciousness resonates with harmony, reality responds with harmony. When consciousness falls into disorder, chaos emerges. They called this chaos Isfet, the force of fragmentation, confusion, and limitation. Manifestation, therefore, was never about forcing outcomes. It was about restoring inner equilibrium. The Egyptians located this alignment within the heart, not as emotion alone, but as the center of awareness itself. In the Hall of Judgment, the heart was weighed against the feather of Mat. Not achievements, not status, not possessions. Only inner balance determined destiny. The teaching is subtle but profound. Reality does not respond to desire. Reality responds to coherence. When inner state is ordered, outer events reorganize accordingly. Egyptian cosmology describes creation itself as an act of consciousness. Divine intelligence conceives, then speaks, and form appears. The god most closely associated with this principle was Thoth, master of sacred language, geometry, and mental power. To the temple scholars, speech was not symbolic communication. Speech was energetic projection. Words carried structure. Thought carried direction. Emotion carried force. Together, they formed a triad of manifestation. This is why Egyptian spiritual practice emphasized disciplined thinking, intentional speech, and symbolic visualization. The human being was understood as a reflection of cosmic intelligence, not separate from creation, but participating in it. Heka is often translated as magic, but this translation is misleading. Heka was the operational principle through which consciousness interacts with reality. It was practiced through visualization of symbolic forms, repetition of empowered speech, emotional alignment, ritual attention. Hieroglyphs were called meditature, divine words. To inscribe an image was to stabilize intention. To speak a name was to activate presence. This is why names in Egypt held immense power. To preserve a name was to preserve existence. To erase a name was to dissolve influence. The lesson is direct and unsettling. Your internal language is not commentary, it is causation. When vision, emotion, and speech conflict, reality fragments. When they unify, manifestation accelerates. Egyptian spiritual training did not focus on asking for outcomes. It focused on becoming aligned with qualities already present in the cosmos. To embody renewal was to align with Osiris. To embody perception and clarity was to align with Horus. To embody wisdom was to align with Thoth. Identity preceded experience. One did not attract abundance. One became ordered enough to receive it. The modern world seeks results. Ancient Egypt cultivated states of being, and states of being produced results naturally. What remains of this knowledge today? 3 ancient principles endure. Inner order precedes outer order. Emotion energizes intention. Conscious identity shapes destiny. Begin not with desire, but with alignment. Serve the heart. Refine speech. Stabilize vision. Like the silent gaze of the Great Sphinx, manifestation requires presence without agitation. Power is quiet. The Nile still flows. The stars still move in ancient patterns. The power has never disappeared. It was only forgotten. You are not separate from creation. You participate in it continuously. You are the scribe of your reality. The temple is your mind. The inscription is your consciousness. What will you create? Call to action. If this ancient knowledge awakens something within you, like the video, subscribe to Eternal Kemet and continue exploring the hidden wisdom of the ancient world. Comment MA at if you choose balance over chaos. Until next time, walk in awareness.